Hello, hello, hello. So, what's up, people? How are you all doing tonight? Um, so I guess we play Three's Company tonight. Three's Company. So, who remembers this show called Three's Company? You got Chrissy, Janet, Jack, Larry, and Mr. Roper. Okay. So, I figured out what's going on, the real story. So, Blondie is Chrissy, Jasmine is Janet, Larry can be, I guess, JT, and Eli can be Mr. Roper. So cool. Someone got them a new pet. So, I want to thank you fools for admitting that you broke the law against me. You admitted to having my privacy violated. Tomorrow, I've got an appointment to have my laptop and my phone checked. I will receive a full report. And depending on what that report says, it will be brought to the authorities and to the court. So these broads that were a part of this and the guy, just know that you're up Schitt's Creek. So someone wants to play games. All right. Jasmine wants to go live and say my full name. These women, they're going to say, well, it's not doxing. Right. So 3 years, you all say my full name. You had my sexual assault against me to shame me and mock me. You have me stalked, my kids stalked. You all feel so entitled to my life. And when I fire back, you all can't take it and get triggered. The thing is that you all think here, you can sit here and dox my address to have someone to hurt me and my children. And when I say your name, oh, don't dox us. You doxed us. Saying your last name is not doxing, number one. Because really then, what would it be called for 3 years of my full name being out there from these hate groups? Okay, so for 3 years, you're going to say my full name and my address. Oh, but that's not doxing, right? So I say your name and all of a sudden it's doxing. Do you see where the hypocrisy? Do you see the hypocrites that went to scream this shit? I fire back and all of a sudden I'm doxing. No, I'm not doxing you. Little newsflash for Jasmine. I've known Martha for 3 years. Now, I did say that I remember that she had a screen name of something M, something Mia. I couldn't quite put my finger on it that moment. I knew that Dreamboat Annie was Martha. How was this? How, Jasmine, would I know this? Because I knew her before I met you. And she was harassing me and sent by Blondie to spy on me. I have the emails on the old phone, whatever, but still, okay. What else? Key points, okay. I would love to know where you got your information from. Let me guess. You took a trip to Oz and you went to see the great and powerful Wizard of Oz, right? So then you moved into that house. They put a cot in the garage. Are you near the paint thinners and Gatorade? I bet you are. I bet you and Blondie have a great time smoking in the garage with the door shut near the paint thinner and Gatorade. Good for you. It's funny how I comment the facts on your video, but then you don't want to acknowledge it. You will not acknowledge the fact that you're wrong. You thought you can sit here and make a fool out of myself, that I'm the joke. The egg is all over you. Okay? Your facts are wrong. I understand you want to fish and you want to bait, but the thing is, you fucked with the wrong person. Because, see, I was doing my own thing on YouTube. And then your little friends, your little puppy pack went after my two daughters. I got proof. And you look stupid on your comments, not only admitting that you violated my privacy with your little friends. Go ahead, sweetheart. Go ahead and show a judge that you invaded my privacy. Do you look at this from a different angle? I don't know how else I can tell you that you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Go ahead and show a judge that you hacked into my shit. Because tomorrow, sweetheart, that hammer is going down. I will have the full report. Again, I'm just wondering, where the hell do you get the info from? Really? It's so laughable. The shit you say out of your mouth about me. You make threats to take my kids from me. You want to say that I'm trying to send kid porn to you. Oh, yeah, Jasmine. Go ahead and twist that too, right? You took here an innocent thing about my daughter and you want to twist it into child porn for your agenda. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. You call me a pedophile and I'm a sex deviant. Really? Let me ask you a question. Because, I mean, You think here you're entitled to my business. Were you there when I was 6 years old? How about 7, 8, 9, 10? How about 17? Were you there in Pompano Beach, Florida? Were you there? Did you see the sexual abuse going on? Did you see my grandfather, that he choked me? After he tried choking me, he had me shoved on the bed and pinned me on the bed, touching my areas. Let me guess, you were there, right? No, you weren't there. But yet you want to claim that what I say is false. Well, how the hell do you know? How would you know what happened? You weren't there. Oh, was it your clone? Did your clone go back in time and watch the torture that I went through? Did you see the assault? Did you see what happened to me? You sit back here and you laugh at people mocking me by saying I had sex with my grandfather. Really. And you laugh when people play that grandpa song. Let me explain something to you, sweetheart. That song, these grandpa jabs at me, do not faze me or trigger me. Your attempts are lame. Oh, Hannibal Lecter, really? So, you all want me to somehow get a DeLorean, go back in time, and what, tape what happened? You want me to record what happened in the 80s? Again, were you there? No, you weren't there. You want to sit here and say more lies about me and Russell? So I get the underlining here. I get the fact you're fishing, but I do want it out there. I want the truth out there of what happened to my friends, my supporters, and to make you look stupid. Where did I ever say that me and Russell lived together for 4 years? See, you all take something that I say and you just mash it up together. You edit, contort, you twist. What I said was on my live that 4 years later, this crap happened. And other people happened 4 years after I left him. Are you stupid? Are you on drugs? I don't know. So I'm going to explain again. I mean, I've already went there 3 years ago, but some people can't quite comprehend. Has small issue. It's called connection issue. Anyway, I'm going to explain what happened. How the hell can I be with him for 4 years when I've lived in my townhouse for 4 years? Hmm. I wonder how that works out. How the hell can I be with him for 4 years when I've been here, the new place, for 4 years, and he's been in and out of jail? Really? Okay. Okay, Jasmine. So, yeah. Mhm. Stupid is, stupid is. Yeah, so 4 years ago plus, when he broke into my apartment and I was attacked, I fought back. I had a choice, and I made a choice to fight back. The next day, they found him. Down the road, I had court. I had court twice. The first time I had court, and I put the RO against him. I won that court case, obviously, with, evidence, pictures, whatever. And yes, I left Russell that day. So I left Russell that day. The guy's been in and out of jail. I moved to my townhouse. So how the hell can I be with someone again for 4 years when I've been here for 4 years? Really, again. So no, I was not with him for 4 years. That's something you all take from my live streams. You wanna mash up, edit, and contort to fit your narrative. And frankly, you look stupid. Get your facts straight. I was not on Section 8 at my apartment. I worked full-time. I had my youngest daughter at a church daycare, school, pre-K, whatever. I had Jordan in her school. Yes, I worked full-time. I didn't have Section 8. Even if you have HUD or Section 8, you do still pay rent, unless you are eligible for no rent. I don't know other people's business with their Section 8 or HUD or whatever, but on HUD, on Section 8, you can pay rent. You all say I've got free everything. I'm a welfare junkie. Okay, well, even if here I have Section 8 now at my townhouse, do you realize I still pay rent? I pay power. I pay a gas bill. They're separate things. Yeah, gas and power in Tennessee are separate bills. I pay for also, let me see, gas. There's toiletries, clothes, shoes, food sometimes. There's not a damn thing wrong with being on Section 8 or food stamps. You want to sit here and you want to try and embarrass me You want to mock me for being on food stamps? People can be on food stamps with a job if they qualify. If their job does not support enough funds, whatever, food stamps can happen. You think that people can't have that on a job? Sweetheart, I know a lady that has 2 jobs and must have food stamps still, and she qualifies for food stamps. Even if here it's $10, 80 or 100, you can be on food stamps with a job. Now, the last 2-3 years, I've been working. I had a part-time job as a housekeeper. Things got messed up when YouTube happened. Down the road, different job. Now, from my housekeeping job, I did lose 2 of my clients that died from COVID. I had a friend from Florida that died from COVID. On top of that, I lost about 8 people in 2 years from different things. But really, you want to sit here and mock someone that has food stamps? Again, you can be on food stamps with the job. It happens. Y'all want to sit there? You want to breach into my child support income? Oh, trust me, I got that proof too. And for your friend Christina, no, that site information is not public. Okay, I have a statement from the supervisor. I know for a fact that the certain person got Jordan's father's social. That's a no-no. And you went into child support with his social. That's a big no-no. So trust me, I got that shit too. And the people that admitted to this shit, the people that admitted that they saw what I had on child support, you're all in one big boat, right? Okay. Got proof that too. You breached child support. Again, that shit is not public. I have no idea who the hell told you or Christina that shit is public. It's not public. Actually, I've got 2 different people. The bosses both told me on the phone, and I have it in writing how the site works. You must have the social of the parents. For a fact, you all did not have my social. I also know, I got a source, right? I got more than one source. I know for a fact, again, one of your little friends, your friend there, got his social. And that's how that shit got pulled up. I mean, Blondie went on camera and she announced this. She discussed my child support income and what I got. And by the way, when me and SB did a fundraiser on Facebook, when I found out I had money that came in, me and SB took down that fundraiser ASAP. So how's that a scam? I had no idea that money was coming in. So many women are so nosy and they think they're entitled to my business that they breached child support income. Clap, clap, idiots. More shit against you for court. So then also the fact that you guys went after my daughter on her YouTube channel to harass her, and then you harassed Jordan on social media. I mean, Jordan has no problem testifying in court what happened on that site. And actually, one of the parents of the children that came forward about her abuse on that site has come forward to me today. You all don't understand the shit you all did with those screenshots. Those kids could have been in danger. You ruined their safe place, their safe space, their safe place, their safe haven. So one of the parents of the children will testify to that freaking account. Jordan will also testify. And actually, my 12-year-old can also testify. There's proof that not once, but twice, the same female went after her and her YouTube channel. Your friends want to sit there and try to pin me to some woman that was a part of a murder. Just one strike right there. 2, for child support income. Then 3, you all admit to having my crap hacked, right? Clap, clap, you're idiots. So again, no, I didn't live with Russell in the apartment. He was not on the freaking lease. Anyone knew that you want to add to the lease, you must add them to the lease. What happened was I found out that his ex lived in my building. The ex found out that me and him were together. And what'd she do? She lied to the landlord of that property. I had 2 witnesses that went with me, with Russell, to the landlord and told them what really happened. So we had a new landlord that was hired on that Tuesday. The woman then lied to her. Because why? The first landlord was ill in bed and not at the office. So this woman, this jilted lover, ex, lied to the landlord in the office. The girl had him banned from the property. That's also why I could not put him on the lease. Now, I did call corporate in Knoxville, and we had proof here that she lied. We had proof here that just a jilted ex-girlfriend, all it was. We have proof here of her bullshit. Now, mind you, at this time, Russell was very pissed off and very angry. Russell never put a hand on me or my children. When he attacked me, yeah, that happened. But there's some 2 months we were together, not 4 years, 2 months. And me and him never fought, never argued. It was great. And we never did drugs. Again, I'm 17 years of sober of certain shit. We didn't do drugs around the kids. We weren't being a pedophile around the kids. Russell was not this way around my children in those 2 months that I knew Russell. The 2 months I'm with him, there was no pedophile shit going on, no touching, no nothing inappropriate. The guy never really drank around my kids. If he had alcohol in a cup, it was when they were in bed. The nights that he wanted to have a cup of alcohol, he had his friend pick him up from the apartment. And again, this happened before he was banned. So don't get this shit twisted. So before he was banned, when he wanted to have alcohol in a cup, the kids were in bed, his friend would come and get him. Before he was banned, okay, I drove him to his own house. I've already had this discussed 3 years ago, but again, you all can't comprehend this, I guess. So yeah, so Russell had a roommate downtown. This man was a vet, disabled in a wheelchair. So Russell had his own place. Now, granted, he was a roommate, but still his own place. So me and him, again, were not living together. I don't care about what you think, what happened. You had no facts. I had the facts. So the day he got banned, he was pissed. He was angry. I picked him up from the house. I took him to work that morning. After work, I picked him up. We hung out. I parked with the kids. We had a picnic. We had a great time. Yeah, kind of angry still. But I told him, look, let it go. All this shit will get figured out. I took him home and I went home. I got home around maybe 8 o'clock. The kids got their stuff ready for bed. By 9, they're in bed. At midnight, tap, tap, tap. I first thought it's my front door, my neighbor. Not her. So the tapping came from my room down the hallway. I had the window raised up. I was shocked to see him there that late. I'm like, you can't be here. Why are you here? You're banned from the place. What's going on? He did not seem himself. The person I saw was not the Russell I knew. Clearly, he was drunk. and took something. And I told him he had no permission to be in the apartment. That's when he grabbed me. He grabbed me toward him. He pushed me back and he forced himself through my window. He attacked me and I fought back. When that happened, Jordan woke up. The end result is that my daughter saw me throw him out the window. I don't care. Call me a liar. I have facts. I don't care. Again, when the cops came out with K9, things were done the right way. The next day, when they found Russell, okay, he was so drunk. They found him almost dead at his boss's house on the backyard, passed out. So his boss and ex-girlfriend harbored him, knowing this man was a wanted man. His boss gave him money. He bought more liquor. When the 4 cops found him at his ex-girlfriend's front porch on those stairs, the 4 cops had to sit there and pick him up. He was that drunk, and drag him to the police car. Yes, they cuffed him. The rights were read to him, whatever. He was so messed up. The one cop told me on the phone that apparently he'd stole his boss's pills, his so-called back pills. So he took some drugs, pills, whatever, and got drunk. The anger he already had fueled from being banned from lies the ex-girlfriend had told from my building. Again, Russell, we never fought. Nothing inappropriate ever happened in front of those kids or to my children. Again, more lies. Again, when court happened, that was it. The judge said, "Do you want to be with him?" I said, "Hell no. Of course not." That, of course, beyond ended our engagement. Obviously. Duh. So then, 4.5 years later, this comes out. His baby's mother and me are cool. We are friends. This shit popped up. But you want to sit here and you want to twist shit and you want to say how me and him were together for years. I put the girl's in danger. No, not true. So years down the road from the attack, years later, this crap pops up. She contacts me, she calls me, and told me what happened. The only reason why I was involved and she called me, because why? I have an active order against him. B, on this phone, they found evidence of child pornography and other shit. Russell had a picture. Now, this picture was not inappropriate at all. He had a picture of my 2 daughters on this phone, and she felt the need to contact me to tell me, hey, Russell had a picture of your kids on this phone. Now, granted, the picture was not inappropriate, but why would Russell have a picture of my daughters on this phone after the incident? We weren't together for these years. The only reason why someone has a picture of my children is to what? Get off being a pervert. She called me to inform me. Again, he had a picture of my daughters on his phone. The picture, again, not inappropriate, but very appalling. I took the information and I had that reported to my detective, a female detective, actually. They found out that a picture of my daughter was on that phone. Again, not inappropriate. And she said that that person had the picture of my daughters, even after we weren't together. Okay, shit ended, obviously. People do that are perverts. And mind you, the 2 months we were together, he never had the signs, he never had those traits or behaviors. The detective and the officer told me sometimes people have these masks and for years they don't show traits or behaviors. Even humor can cover up these disgusting traits. But see, you bitches want to sit there and say that I allowed him around my kids doing this shit. Nope. Not true. The guy has charges with the RO from me. So you guys knew how he was. You already knew he wanted to finish the job and kill me and hurt my daughters. And you all directed him to a chat room to throw him in my face. Again, I had things before, during, and after that chat room. The judge seen this. The RO happened. He knew to be at court. Did he show up? No. He could have been there. He could have, been on that bench and said his piece, defend himself. But did he show up? No. The RO went through. So, when you all came on your live streams, you all claimed that the RO didn't go through. Well, you're wrong. I called the woman and asked her, why does it say this? Dismissed, and why does it say I owe money? They told me I owed nothing on that court date. I owe nothing of that court date. I owe nothing of the one New Hampshire, and the one from Blondie is fine. Not your business what I'm doing on that court case. Now is it? So why are you all so worried about what I'm doing? You don't like me, you all hate me, but then you invest so much time to hack my shit, have my privacy invaded, attack my children. Got proof. And there's Martha saying, oh, no one said that your children should burn in hell. Really? Okay, I have the screenshots. Not only I have the screenshots, I showed a slideshow months ago when this happened. I guess some people are scared or paranoid. They want to know what I've got. So they want to hack into my shit. Well, the ones involved in this shit, the hammer will come down because tomorrow I will get the report. And really, frankly, it will not look good on you people. 9 weeks, almost 9 weeks, I was quiet. I had things sent to me. You think here at that time, the only person I knew was SB? You're still so paranoid. And you want to say, oh, we had court with SB and they're talking. Really? Okay. Okay. And Jasmine, why do you feel the need? Why do you feel like you got to spy on me? Well, last night you were live discussing Martha and your kids watched it. Your kids heard you. Really? Really? Okay. Number one, my kids were in bed. Dummy. Number two, I was downstairs to also make sure if they did, by chance wake up, they wouldn't hear me. They were asleep, didn't wake up. I said my piece. My children are not watching YouTube channels. Okay, Jasmine? You want to say I treat my kids so bad. By what information? By what witness? Someone that lied on me? Okay. You want to state the fact that you say that I treat my kids bad. You okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're so right. Yeah, Jasmine. You're full of shit. Also, Jensen had so much time to file a investigation on the SWAT call. But looky at this. I know for a fact how many days he had for that to be opened up. He never pursued it. And deep down, you all know that myself and nor my daughter had any involvement. You all know this. You know Jordan did not sit there and call someone at 2 a.m. We had no information about Jensen. We didn't have his address or his phone number or the cop's number. So, yeah. But you want to sit here and pin this shit on my daughter. You want to say I was scared? Nope, not scared. However, I volunteered my time. We spoke to authorities of what happened. You all say I was so scared and jumpy. Nope. I had nothing to fear. I told Jensen publicly and my supporters I was willing to work with Florida and Tennessee. I had no problem going to the police. But did the investigation happen? No, we're not being looked at. There's no charges against my daughter nor myself. You all know that Jordan did not make that phone call. But because you all say you hate me, you want this on me, right? You so badly want someone to take the fall. I've already said this. Even today, the trim hits on his account being, of course, fake. The people involved in that SWAT call will be dealt with. That is what I was told. My daughter and nor myself are being looked at. We're not being questioned or being investigated. So, how much longer you're going to sit there and keep saying, your kid did this, your kid did this? Well, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. You know you're full of shit. You want to keep on calling me a pedophile? And you want to say my abuse never happened? I'm a liar? All this shit? My father was investigated twice. It was over with and dealt with. I will not sit here and rehash this shit because you all feel it's okay to put the old things out there as new. You sit here and take the old shit from 3 years ago and rehash it and make people think, oh, it's all new. It's all new. Narratives, agenda, twist, contort, twist and contort. At the end of the day, that issue between my father, myself, and my daughter was dealt with. It's been over with. And now you want to scream that my kids should be taken away. You make a threat, call CPS. I got your comment now. I got your screenshot, and my friends had also your screenshot. Well, sorry, their screenshot of your comment. Rephrase that. They have a screenshot of your comment saying of a threat to call CPS on me. So I have that proof. So if you want to sit here and call CPS on me of these false reports, I will definitely sue your ass. When you sit here and you call CPS for a fake report and they find out who you are, oh, your ass is grass, sweetheart. So thank you again for that evidence with your threatening me. And I love how people like Percy want to sit here and take what I say out of context and twist and contort. I never said I locked myself in my room. I never locked myself or my children in their room for days with no food or no light. That did not happen. That's not what I said. My children were not locked up in their room for days. I was not locked up in my room for days. You keep twisting and adding shit. Yeah, keep going. You all keep going with this bullshit and keep playing games. Consequences are coming. Again, you know what? I will not be a part of your kangaroo court. Tomorrow, I'll have the report. I will take more action. Oh, by the way, Jasmine, I got a surprise for you. Here's your surprise. You want to keep mentioning the bunk beds, the bunk beds. Okay, well, again, you're a liar still. I went live discussing the fact I had the money for the couch and bunk beds. I showed you 2 pictures of different bunk beds my kids wanted. I had the money. You However, did not know the day after, my dad did send me something for a Christmas gift. So yes, I had the money for the couch and for the bunk bed they wanted. You and your husband, I'm going to say husband, because why? Not divorced yet, so it's facts. You're still married. So your husband and yourself offered to get them a bunk bed for Christmas. We thanked you. I thanked you. The kids thanked you. When you talked to my daughter some months ago, you told her, hey, you know what, Jordan? I will always be your Aunt Jasmine. You can always talk to me. Right. So you want to lure my daughter in talking to you to what? Record her? To use her? You want to sit there and put thoughts in her head. Oh, you're her Aunt Jasmine. Let me tell you this, sweetheart. You know, it is true. Me and SB have gone back and forth in the past. Even the shit she pulled. Now, granted, I can't afford, and I said what I did or a part of. Even the shit that SB did. You know, Sarah has been more of an aunt to my children than you will ever be. She confessed to the picture. Everything's already dealt with. I apologized to her of the whole Taco Bell bathroom incident that your boyfriend made up. So I apologized when you should apologize. So yeah, I told her, hey, I'm sorry of the poop stalker video and whatever else. Because your boyfriend put that damn lie out there. So yeah, we talked, got shit hashed out. So again, Sarah's been more aunt to my kids than you could ever be. I've got a important text. 1 second, please. Okay. Got my text and my charger plugged in. Goody. Continue with this. So yeah, even the shit that Sarah's done, I can't honestly say that Sarah has been here for my kids. Does that burn your bubble, Jasmine? Well, I know what's gonna burn your bubble right now. So let's go there, right? I'm gonna burn your little bubble. Ooh, here comes a triggery now. Trigger, trigger, trigger. So let's burst your little bubble. Shall we, Jasmine? You want to sit here and keep bragging about the bunk beds, harass me about the bunk beds, Well, here's a little tidbit for you. Here's some information for you. Your little surprise. My one kid told me, you know what? We hate these bunk beds. Kind of, junior high-ish. We want 2 separate beds. I found 2 separate beds that were really awesome and better suited for my daughters. I mean, they're amazing beds. Separate, awesome beds. So guess what I did, Jasmine, with your little bunk beds? No, not your bunk beds, my bunk beds. They were a gift, right? Okay. So I took those bunk beds. I sold. Did you hear me? Can you hear me? Right? I sold those bunk beds to get the 2 awesome separate beds. And not only that, the leftover money I split. I bought the girls something else. So yes, I bought my girls something special with the leftover money. And then the remaining money I had, guess where that money went to, Jasmine? Are you ready? I bet you are. The money that was remaining after I bought the girls their stuff, I gave the rest of that money, again, don't twist my words, the other portion of the money that was left over, guess where that money went to? Can you guess? Yeah, that money went to Sarah. I went back in the records and I realized that a little bit more money, I guess she had paid for a lawyer that I still had to owe her, that I wanted to give her actually. So, yeah, bitch, I gave her us the money. So, let's go over the whole thing, right? I sold the bunk beds to get better 2 separate beds, more appropriate for my daughters. And then that portion was split in half. The first half went to my daughters, the second half went to Sarah. How does that feel? Hmm? How does it feel to know that even though me and her had words and me and her had fights sometimes, she was the only person in that group who physically stood up and helped me with court. There's your truth bomb. Now, your little friend wants to threaten me about Jordan. The more shit you guys do, it just will keep piling up. Okay? Leave my children alone. I see her comment, and no, I don't have to respond to her shit on your video. However, I will respond here and say, any more attacks on Jordan or Caitlyn, any shit, any private shit out there about my daughters, consequences will happen. You want to threaten me with my own daughter? Really? Really, Blondie? You want to sit here and threaten me? Anything private about my daughters? You want to sit here and you want to violate their privacy? Okay. You go right ahead and you see where that shit leads you. Again, tomorrow, I will have the report. And that hammer will hit the fucking nail. You want to threaten me with CPS? You all sit there and admit that you hacked into my shit. Really? Hey, Jasmine, did you find the information of me and that clown getting it on? Did you see the clown and me having sex? I bet you did. Did you see that clown and myself had sex? You know, you're so laughable. Janet. Janet has her little cot in Chrissy's garage. Y'all want to play Three's Company? I don't care. But you will not threaten me or my children. You will not threaten things about my children and personal information about my children. My daughter at 17 can actually press charges on you, Blondie. So keep threatening me, and you will see your consequences. I have tried to sit here and rebrand and do my thing, and you want to claim I'm going to follow you on someone's freaking channel? I can go where I want to go on YouTube. But you all have no right stalking my daughters. I have the proof, and that will be presented to the authorities, the proper people. Either you all stop your shit now, leave my kids alone, and leave me alone, or I will continue to go further with the court and the officials. I will have that report tomorrow, guarantee. So you got a choice right now to back the fuck off of me and my children and leave me alone, or this will get messy in court. Tons of evidence. If you really think here that all my shit's on my phone, it's not. I'll get evidence beyond my phone, beyond my laptop. So good luck trying to find the important, juicy shit that way. Oh, and by the way, my channel that has 850 subs, you will never find that channel. But keep trying. Keep trying. The funny shit is, that channel, that whole Gmail account, again, you will never find that channel. But I got one question I really want to ask Jasmine. I mean, she feels so entitled to my business. She feels like I owe her something. She feels that, she's my boss. Why are you watching me at night doing a video, first of all? Again, you want to say how I'm late doing a video and you claim my kids watched it and heard it. Again, you're full of shit. What I do at night, what I do during the day on YouTube, behind YouTube, not your fucking business. I mean, am I questioning your life? Am I asking you, hey, what's your job? I mean, hey, I know you have moved in here with Susie, What's your job, Jasmine? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What's your income? You want to be nosy in my shit? So, yeah, I got a question for you. What's your job now? You cam girl still? How are you making money? Huh? How's it feel? You nosy ass bitch. Leave my kids out of your mouth. Your little friends, your little pact, your little hate group, your little witch hunt. Again, make a choice. Leave me alone and my kids. That goes for your friend Blondie over there. Or, again, this shit will get worse with court. You all sit there and keep digging a bigger hole. Keep your threats. Keep on threatening me about CPS. And I will fucking counter sue your ass. I will sue you. And Blondie, again, you want to threaten shit about my daughter? You know, your choices have consequences, people. Just leave my kids alone, leave me alone, and let me do what I want to do on YouTube. You can't bully me by saying you'll never have a YouTube channel, you won't have many subs. I'm not here to compete with you, Blondie, or you, Jasmine. I'm not here to make a life out of YouTube. That is what you all do. You want to bully people to get what you fucking want? You want to say my full name when I say yours. Oh, would God call cops on Sharon or CPS to shut her up? Why don't you people shut the hell up and leave my name out of your mouth? Just for one day. But you can't, can you? You want to know so badly what I'm doing that you want to hack into my shit. Thank you so much for your comments and thank you for the evidence. You're a bunch of stupid fools. All this shit you're doing, is it worth it? Is it worth this? I will defend myself. I will stand my ground. I will also defend my children. You go ahead and you put the false shit out there. I had the facts for the judge. I had the documents for the judge. I have the witnesses for the judge. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a racist. Keep twisting shit for your narratives. Clout chasers. You want to use me for your content. It's pathetic. Keep denying you're not clout chasers. Okay. You want to claim here that for a long time you all were quiet about me? Bitches, you all have never been quiet about me. Some of you recorded a court proceeding when that judge said, do not record this. But see, Blondie knew the rules. That puts you still guilty, chick. And all that shit will go to court. So leave me alone and leave Jordan alone. Leave Caitlin alone. Just fuck off. Take your shit and go somewhere else. Make the right choice. I will defend my children. I will be at court if I have to. My kids can and will testify. And I have all the proof to back this shit up. Is that why you all hacked into my shit? Because you're scared? I bet you all are. You're so scared and paranoid to see what I've got. Let me again say this. Not all my proof here is on my phone and laptop. So on that juicy tidbits, good luck on that shit. And tomorrow, again, I will have the report. The authorities are checking my computer and my phone. And every one of you jerks that did this shit will be in trouble. It's that simple. Leave me alone. Leave my kids out of your mouth. Back off. Stop your bullshit. Leave Jordan alone. Stop stalking her. And stop stalking a 12-year-old on her YouTube channel. You look pathetic. You're stalkers. Fuck off.